All right, let's get straight to the point. Today we're going to be talking about locating a circular pattern of clearance holes using GD&T. And I'm going to walk you through the pick 3 method. So what we have here is what you typically see on a drawing. I have my top view, I have my front section view. This is the flat plate, and this is the circular pattern of clearance holes. So let's start with number 1. Pick your datums. In this type of application, you typically have 3 datums, A, B, and C. So let's pick our first datum. For my first datum, I chose the bottom surface of this flat plate here. All I'm doing is telling the machinist that I want these holes to be located perpendicular to that bottom surface there. For my second datum B, I chose this side surface here. I'm just telling the machinist to start here and then move over to locate the center of that clearance hole pattern. My third datum C, similar to B, I chose this surface down here. And I'm just telling the machinist to start here and then move upwards to locate the center of this clearance hole pattern. Alright, number 2, pick your dimensions. My dimensions are my design values. And in this particular example, I have 2 types of dimensions. I have my locating dimensions, and I have a size dimension over here. Now that size dimension is actually the size of this imaginary circle that these clearance holes are actually located on. And that's actually called a bolt circle in industry. And I've indicated that here using the official abbreviation VC. The other thing I've included in that call out is EQL-SP. And I'm just telling the machinist, I want these holes to be located equal spacing between all of them around that pattern. The other thing through, I'm telling the machinist that I want these holes drilled all the way through the plate. The last thing, 8X, I'm telling the machinist there are 8 holes in this pattern. Okay, so with traditional drawings, we're used to seeing plus or minus dimensioning, similar to this. With GD&T, don't do this. Drop the plus minus off and then box your dimensions. Make sure and do that for all 3 dimensions I've indicated here. Okay, third thing you can do, pick your tolerance. Notice I've eliminated the tolerance for the machinist here, so I have to give that tolerance to them somewhere. Where I do that is right here in the GD&T symbol. Notice I've chosen 14 thousandths. It's actually pretty typical in industry. The other thing I've done with the GD&T symbol, I've indicated here my datums in the order that I chose them. So I've created for you this typical GD&T symbol that you can use in this type of application. Just place it underneath your whole call out here. And that's straight to the point.